In this video, I would like to talk to you about the Polish accent, meaning how can you recognize that the person you are talking to, let's say in English, actually is a Polish native speaker? What kind of characteristics do they bring to other languages from the Polish language? And please note that this doesn't mean that every person who comes from Poland speaks with this accent. It just might mean that you might hear some signals that can suggest that the person is a Polish native speaker. So one of the things that might be transferred from the Polish language to other languages is the fact that Polish people tend to devoice consonants. So if there is a voiced consonant, it's very often devoiced. So loses the vibration. For example, b at the end of the word might be heard as p, g can be changed to k. For example, instead of saying big dog, it might be said as big dog or good job. I should. So right, so b, d, g, v sounds that have vibration in the vocal cords lose the vibration if this sound is at the end of the word or next to another voiceless consonant. Another characteristic of the Polish way of speaking, Polish accent, would be difficulties in pronouncing th sound, so the th or th sound. Instead, there is a tendency to replace this sound with other familiar sounds like f, v, t, d, s, z. For example, instead of three things, it might be said as three things or three things or three things, depending on the person. Or instead of saying my mother, it can be said as my mother with d, or happy birthday can be pronounced as happy birthday or happy birthday. So different sounds replacing this th or z sound. Then another characteristic is how we Polish people tend to pronounce this ng sound. For example, good morning. So this is this nasal sound, and Polish people tend to clearly pronounce this g or k sound. So instead of good morning, there is a tendency to say good morning. Long English song, long English song. This is how it could be pronounced. Another characteristic of the Polish accent is the r sound. So in Polish we don't have this r, American r. So again, we have a tendency to replace this with the Polish r sound or say it in another little bit awkward way. So let's say red car could be said as red car, red car. So trying to somehow imitate this r sound in different ways. Or first answer could be said as first answer, older brother as older brother, I understand as I understand. Another characteristic of the Polish accent is the way we say the t or l sound. There is a tendency to have a different quality of these sounds. So instead of saying Tuesday, Tuesday, we will often say with a clear t sound, Tuesday. Or 2 plus 2 will be 2 plus 2. So like a clean t sound. Or same with the t in the middle, water, or in British water. Polish person might say water. So the t is very clean. The same is with the L sound. It's a different quality, like small school. A Polish person might say small school. So you can really clearly hear this L sound. Another characteristic of the Polish accent is pronouncing certain consonants as hard, especially the ch, sh, j, j sound. So for example, in English it might be softer, like challenge. A Polish person might have a tendency to say challenge. Instead of check, it could be said as check. Lunch, lunch. Chair, chair. English, English. Show, show. Pleasure, pleasure. Joke, joke. So very hard consonants might be used. Another characteristic of the Polish accent would be another quality of vowels we might use. Why we might not have all the vowels in the Polish language, so we are trying to replace with something familiar. So let's say learn could be pronounced as lern, work as werk, work, work. So trying to replace with something familiar. This is could be pronounced as this is or this is, so with a or e. Or the same with some diphthongs like Polish, po-o. So the o might be just said as o, Polish. Phone as phone, so then kind of jump supporting w sound. So it can be like even overemphasized. No can be like no. Mouth as mouth. Like as like. So the y can also jump to support with the pronunciation. Another characteristic would be to shorten long vowels. Why? Because in the Polish language we don't have long vowels, so that's why we try to shorten them. So let's say instead of saying feel good, it might be shortened to feel good. So really short. I need food, I need food. Then another characteristic is the word stress. So where we place the stress in the word. In Polish, there is a rule that we almost always put the stress on the second to last syllable. And that's what we try to transfer to other languages. So instead of pronouncing in English hotel, we will say it in the Polish way, hotel. Instead of video, we might say video. Instead of telephone, we can say telephone. Or instead of development, it can be pronounced as development. So pronouncing the second from the end syllable. And then maybe a final thing that is characteristic for the Polish language would be to pronounce sounds that are not pronounced in English, for example. So like vegetable as vegetable, comfortable as comfortable, things like that. So this would be the overview of the Polish accent, meaning how can you recognize that the person speaking English or any other foreign language is actually from Poland. That would be all for this video. Thanks for watching and till next time.